In Main Rose, I make natural soaps and body and shampoos, but I make these products because I want to bring awareness to mental health in my community. I am a woman thriving with a mental health disability. I have support, I have a good system, and I want people to know that they can go from surviving to thriving. So I take my soaps and I just tell my story of my everyday living with a mental health disability. Like this bar is called Dark Passenger, because sometimes that dark passenger rides, but I have to kick his butt out of the driver's seat and put him in the passenger seat and let him know that I still have to participate in my life. And so I wanted to do this because I wanted to take the shame away from people thinking that it's not okay to be not okay. But you can, it's okay not to be okay. It's okay not to be okay. I want my community to know that there are services out here, there are support systems out here that will help you. Hurt people. Let's talk about it. Let's get rid of the secrets. Main Rose is in your community to empower you, to inspire you, and to say that I went from being in and out of hospital systems to being a business owner with a mental health disability. Tell me I can't do it. Main Rose, come and get your soap. So when you're standing in that shower and you're having a bad day, I get road rage. I'm having a bad day, I grab one of these bars. This is Survive. I grab this bar, I get in there and I take me a good shower and I wash all that stuff off, and then I let it go down the drain and I get out the shower and I go about my day and I have a pleasant day. So we have the power to make a difference in our lives. We just have to make the decision. This is my Dark Passenger. I literally made this a week ago. I had a very depressive day and my suicidal ideation was kicking my butt that day. But I refused to quit. I had to learn how to embrace those feelings that are uncomfortable. And after I got off work, and I'm a first responder for mental health in DC. And I went home and I made that batch of soap to release that negative energy. So that Dark Passenger, I took that negative energy and I turned it into something positive. And I'm able to share with people it's okay to not feel okay. It really is.
So how long have you been in business?
So I've actually been officially registered in Washington, D.C. as a small black-owned business since August of 2021. Official, but unofficially I've been doing this business for over 10 or 15 years, just inspiring people, inspiring my peers to love themselves, to be motivated and to become the best version of themselves, to realize that this is the journey, this is the most important part, who we are and who we decide to be on this planet. And in spite of everything that's going on in this universe, we get to decide who we are. We get to decide who we are. So who are you? Who are we? It's humanity first. We're human beings. We're to love one another. We're to help one another. I'm not going to be on this planet forever, and I have to create a better environment for my children from when they're here and I'm not here. I can't be in heaven resting in peace and the world is still doing what it's doing. I have to be a change maker. I have to create positive energy in this universe and give them hope and let them know that we can do this. We will defeat negative energy. Negativity will not win.
When did you decide to do the soap business? The showcase
So in actuality, I've always made my own kind of products. So I make natural hair care products as well. I couldn't find good products in the store that worked for me, and my son quite often was having issues with boils, and so I started tinkering around with herbs and whatnot to try to make some soap and shampoo for him so he would stop getting these boils in his beard and, you know, on different parts of his body. And as I started making products for my household, I had friends that started asking me, hey, can you make that bar for me? Or hey, can you make me some shampoo? And so I just thought, oh, it's a nice little hustle, you know. And so I just started making it on a bigger scale until ultimately I really realized that I could really be a business owner. You know, I could create wealth within my family, which is what I really want to do because I'm an abolitionist. There are things that's going on in America that I have issues with. I'm tired of these government agencies that are using poor people as a business. Poor people are a business in America, and I'm tired of these systems that are just, what is the word I'm looking for? Just using us all the time. and we're not getting anywhere. You know, they just send you from one system to another system to another system, from one program to another program to another program, while the program owners and the nonprofit organizations and the businesses are getting rich and wealthy. I mean, there are several in this city right now are nonprofit organizations that are wealthy off the backs of poor people. And we need to talk about it, but it's hard to talk about it when I'm employed by these businesses. So Main Roads came out of necessity of me being able to advocate for people in my community and for these agencies that are exploiting poor people. Yeah, so that's where this came from. Wanting to advocate for my community, want to advocate for the misappropriation of funds, want to advocate for them harvesting homeless individuals, people dealing with mental health illnesses, returning citizens, and just harvesting us like we're meat while they get wealthy and continue living their lives, and we're not really moving anywhere. You know, it's just the repetition of going from one place to the next place, and they make you promises, because poor people are business in this country, and we need to change that. So that's what Main Roads. I need to build wealth so I can get out there and let my voice be heard and not be afraid to speak and be afraid that I'm going to get fired from my employer because I want to speak on things that I see that I'm doing and that they're not supposed to be doing, and nobody is listening. That's what Main Roads is about. Bringing awareness to what's going on in our community and trying to find a way to change these policies and create an environment where we can thrive. Literally, my children and I lived in Northwest for many, many years, and ultimately we were priced out of the area, and ultimately we moved to Southeast. But I love Southeast. I love Washington, D.C. I don't care whether I'm in Southeast or I'm all the way uptown. It don't matter. D.C. made. But the issue is, me and my children right now have a vitamin D deficiency. When my doctor told us this, I was like, a vitamin D deficiency? What are you talking about? I have a vitamin D. We have a vitamin D deficiency because of environment. Because see, when we lived uptown, my children rode their bikes. They went to the playground. 5 and 6 playgrounds. My daughter, I'm going to the playground. Which one are you going to? Burnout. We're going to this playground, going to that playground. But now that I live in Ward 8, there aren't any playgrounds that me and my children can go to safely. I'd be damned if they're riding their bikes outside. Literally, it dawned on me that I have my curtains in my apartment closed because in my mind, I'm thinking that they're bulletproof. That I don't even open the curtains because, you know, the gunshots that you hear. But my doctor said that we have a vitamin D deficiency. We're not getting enough sunlight. Of course we're not, because when I'm in Southeast, all I do is I go to my car, I get in my car, and I go where I need to go. And when I come back, I come back in. I don't walk the blocks and the streets in my neighborhood because it's not safe. Me and my children have a vitamin D deficiency because of the environment. Can you believe that? We're literally not getting enough sunlight. But we're not getting enough sunlight because of the fear, because the crime is so bad in my city. I could not believe that. A vitamin D deficiency. Literally, the gentrification and being priced out of safe neighborhoods is draining the vitamin D out of our bodies. And we're not getting enough because we are not in the sunlight. Who wants to be out in the street when I don't feel safe? They say I'm free, but I don't feel free when I'm walking around and I'm clutching my purse and I'm wondering if I'm going to make it home safely. So yeah, Main Roads is out here bringing awareness to mental illness, mental health, and hurting people, and removing the shame from mental illness. It's okay not to be okay.
How can we find your products?
Right now, so I'm a new business owner, but you can go to Instagram. I'm at Main Roads NHC on Instagram. I'll be coming to TikTok and Facebook very soon. I'm not extremely technical savvy, but it's okay, because it's okay not to know everything, but I will learn and I will get better. But in the meantime, I will be main roading. I will be hitting pop-up shops. I will be hitting holiday markets. I'll be in the community, and if I have to put it in the trunk of my car and drive around and pull up at gas stations, I'm going to do whatever I have to do to bring awareness to mental illness and let them know that it's okay not to be okay.
For behavioral health services for youth in DC, call 202-584-1244. For information for psychiatric help from St. Elizabeth's Hospital in DC, call 202-299-5555. 5100. For information on emergency psychiatric help in DC, call 202-673-9319. Thank you for checking out Dickie D in DC on YouTube. For more information about what's going on in DC, make sure you like the video and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in the next video.